Hey, 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 what's up, everybody? GG is back! Yahoo! So, yep, visiting my dad for, well, pretty much all, from like, 4 o'clock yesterday until about, 45 minutes ago when I posted up the stream and everything. So, had a great time. Had a fantastic time. We went out and, since I don't have the green screen up, I'll just kill this camera for now. Yeah, so last night we went out and we had the donaires, not donors, donaires. It's a Canadian thing. Had that for supper, hung out with that for a little while, ended up chatting till like 3 a.m. in the morning. Aileen, how you doing? How you doing? Yacked with them till 3 in the morning. Was not able to get to sleep because I ended up laid down and all of a sudden just, boom, just a wicked headache. So I didn't fall asleep till like 7 a.m. my time. We were up at 11 o'clock in the, well, everybody was up around, they were up around 10-ish. I was up at around 11. And, yeah, so hung out, talked for a bit. They went out for breakfast. I don't eat breakfast. I feel really ill for the rest of the day if I eat a breakfast. So they went out for breakfast, came back, picked me up. We went out to Princess Auto, a.k.a. Harbor Freight, down in the good old US of A. And picked up some stuff there, came back here, took a couple things out of the garage that he wanted to take back with him. And so it was a good time. Loaded up his truck, got him all strapped down and everything else. And he got out in the road, like I say, about 45 minutes-ish ago. Wade, how you doing, my man? Hey, thank you, everybody, for slapping that like button. Greatly appreciate it. It does help out the channel so very much, as well as with making comments on people's videos and making sure, folks, I haven't reminded everybody in a long time, make sure you take your favoriteest creator, throw on a playlist at night, just let it play on your computer, just turn the volume right down, not all the way, don't mute it, don't turn it all the way off either, like when you slide it down, otherwise it doesn't count as minutes viewed. YouTube's getting a little sneaky, so have just the quietest little bit of volume on there. And just let that playlist play throughout the night. It helps out your favoriteest creators, whether it be me, Deuce, any of my recommended rascals. We all greatly appreciate it. Big shout-outs and congratulations to Ayo Mike 83. Congratulations on turning 39 years old yesterday and hitting your goal of 500 subscribers. Oh, so awesome, man. That is fantastic. So I got some other news and everything else that I want to go through with you, but we got about 25 seconds left. Get your drinks, get your snacks, get our butts in the comfiest position so we can kick back, relax, unwind, and enjoy today's episode of House Builder. That's right, we're coming back for more. I can't wait for it. I've been enjoying this series so far, and I can't wait for them to add even more to the game. And, yeah, I've been really enjoying it. So we're working on the Arabian house today, I guess. So that's what looks like it's up next. So let's jump to it. Let's get some sound on here for you folks. Here we go. Back to game. Now, Arabian Nights. No, that's Antarctic Nights. We need... oh, here we go. Thank you for playing. Why does this keep popping up? Congratulations, you successfully completed House Builder. I haven't done the last one. This one. Let's do it. Let's buy it now. Hey, Shane. G'day, my man. I hope that... things are going better for you folks out there. Let's jump into this Arabic house. The first nail gun used air pressure and was introduced in the market in 1950 to speed the construction of housing floor sheathing and subfloors. With the original nail gun, the operator used it while standing and could nail 40 to 60 nails a minute. Could you imagine? 40 to 60 nails. You see these guys now doing these roofings? It's like... they're doing way more than 40 to 60 with today's technology. So... yes, it was a good day. It was a fantastic day. Had a great conversation with my dad. You guys will want to stick around for around the end of the stream. I got some stuff to show you. Dad pointed out that there was something going on in the small town that is closest to where they live, where our old farm and everything else was, which is where my parents live now. It's even closer than where the old farm was on their acreage. It's close to this little town, but we'll go through all that later on. Fun fact, welcome to a beautiful country. This has the most luxury cars in the world, and the weekend is celebrated on Fridays and Saturday. Admire with us the beautiful architecture of Islam, high towers, minarets, and amazing ornaments so specific for local culture and traditions. As in the Arabic book of 1001 Nights, also here in exotic Saudi Arabia, we can quickly make something out of nothing, and we will need a magic lamp for this. And sorry, we will not need a magic lamp for this. What? No magic lamps? I hope I can find one. Good luck and have fun. Let's go! They just announced the cost to rebuild the city of Lismore and the infrastructure from the floodings. The cost is around 1 billion Australian. Jeez. Oi, I would hate to be a taxpayer on that one. You guys going to start getting some of those, like, government sales taxes and everything else to start paying for that type of stuff? Because, man, that is lots of monies. Oh, yeah, we'll take this. What's this? Whoa. All right. Looks like we're jumping into it. Get her doing. What is this? What do they call these things? Not a rotunda. Something like that. Starts with an R, I think. Gazebo? Yeah, it doesn't start with an R, but yeah, we'll go with that. Call it a gazebo. It's pretty cool, actually. I like the fact that they're using real thick hardwood. My God, Shane. Jeez. But are they going to... But are they going to mitigate at the same time? That's the next question. I need... I'm going to take a wild guess and say this is what we need. No, that's not it. Okay. Huh. Let's just have a look around here. That's not it? Alright, well, let's... Oh, and... Well, we gotta mow the lawn too here. Alright, let's just get this gazebo finished up here first. So we need 80 of these. 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do we appreciate? The gargoyle. The gargoyle. Say that like Dr. Evil. Well, it's been a while since I've done a Dr. Evil voice. Actually, I don't think I've ever done a Dr. Evil voice. That's just Lismore and council infrastructure. It's not counting the towns and other council areas around it. God, yeah, but if they don't take care of what the problem is to begin with, they're just shooting themselves in the foot and asking themselves for more problems again. As a paying tax member of the community, I would be going down to town hall, whether it be a tent or whatever they might have now, and going, what the F? What the Fosters? Are you guys thinking?
Go ahead.
Oh, cool. All right. Hey, look at that. Home sweet dome. Sweet. Let's go get this, I was going to say vacuuming done, but we're not going to vacuum the grass. We're going to mow it. This is an AstroTurf. We don't have to vacuum it. Yeah, Shane, I really hope that they figure out a way to mitigate all the flooding issues and that. I mean, creating some floodplains, you know, things like that. Plus, it brings in natural habitat, right? So it's a win-win-win-win-win-win-win-win. You guys don't get as much flooding. You might not as have, you know, access to, you know, arable land and things like that. But, I mean, unfortunately, the good of the many outweigh those of the few. You know, what is it? In the Bible there, Matthew 18:29, something like that. So those who have little will have everything taken, and those who have more will have everything given. Something like that. Now, of course, you know, the Bible is all about just interpretation, and everybody will say, oh, that's about faith. Like, well, no, you don't know that 100% for sure, because the whole thing is about interpretations. Wow. Uh-oh. Need to get some glasses. Okay, no, we're good. Let's take the silver candlestick. Oh, we need to go get ourselves a shovel. All right, we'll do this. So this always needs 3. Here, see? So I got 1 in there. It's 33%. 66%. 90. Well, no, 100%. All right, so might as well get this going on. And this going on. Oh, looks like we got to dig. Yeah, we're going back to diggy. Dig holes for the reinforcements. Alright, we're good. We shall dig like there's no digging ever been done before. Ooh, hey, there we go. Look at that. Silver plate. Woohoo! We'll take all the additional points. And we'll go through here. So, Captain Caveman, I know that he's going to be wanting to play this during his summer holidays and that as well. So you'll notice that I have 60,000 brain expansion points at this point in time. However, that could easily change with the Captain Caveman playing. So it might be a complete restart of the whole game. I'm not sure how we can do it. So, but we'll get it figured out for him. Oh, wait, there's more. Oh, what are these? Concrete bricks. Well, dig hole for the swimming pool. Oh, we got a swimming pool here. No. Me and the ex have decided that he won't be streaming. However, if I'm streaming during his summer holidays and that, he will be allowed to, come on and say hi to everybody. But as for giving him the bug to be into the public eye all the time, we want to wait until he's just a little bit older and better situated in the ways of reading and keeping up with chats and stuff like that. To if he's going to do it, we want it for him to learn how to do it properly. Instead of being that squeaker kid on, that type of stuff. He's going to learn with Dad is basically how it's going to be. He'll get to kick back, relax, unwind, and watch with us, and and add his 2 cents in and things like that. But as for the reading and everything else, he's not quite up there in order to keep on top of it. But other than that, though, no, definitely, he'll be popping in saying hey to everybody while he's doing his own things and stuff around the house, doing his playtimes. With him, he's like his dad, a little bit of a squirrel, and he enjoys multiple things at once. So, but no, definitely we'll teach him right. You know what I mean? We'll teach him right. So, yeah, oh wow, this is a pretty decent sized pool. They need to get themselves, it's called a product called Water Saver by Nanochem. You can get yourself some of that. It helps prevent evaporation. Now, how do I know about this? Well, my dad was part and parcel, our partner of the company. So, basically, they have a couple of different types of chemicals. They have what's called Heat Saver and Water Saver. It's amazing stuff. Works good. All right, so what do we got to do now, it says? I think that's what these are for, right? All right, we got it. Lucky. Oh, here you can go out from the holes, press F key to stay in the area. What? Oh, to use the ladder. Okay, now I understand. Alright. That was interesting. Oh, hey! Cousin Joe! Hey, you came with Snuffy. How you doing, bud? Where are you? Hey, Cousin Joe, we haven't talked in a long time. Hold on. Where are you? There he is! Hey, Cousin Joe, how you doing? Yeah, I see your sign. What happened to all your advertising? It's all gone. Is it because it's a new vehicle? Oh, getting a phone call from the good old US of A. Well, unfortunately, it's a VoIP number, and I don't answer those. Yeah, Dad will squirrel while driving. Not a good thing. I think they have to be like 14 to do it on their own, but if I'm doing the streaming and he's hanging out with me, then it's an okay deal, from what I understand. Boy, oh boy, I tell you, these people from India are just relentless, constantly calling all the time. I'm glad that Canada's setting up some of these harassment laws and everything else, so soon we'll be able to record the voices of the individuals, send them off to something called the DJI, so I think it's the Department of Justice International or something like that. And what they're doing is they are going to take the voices that you record and send them off to India, so whenever they bust these call centers, they can get these individual people's voices and synthwave them up, so that way they can go, oh yeah, okay, yeah, so you have over 195 different counts, you've got over 700 counts, and yeah, apparently they're going to just start throwing them in jail. They don't give a crap. I'm like, oh, well, I'm all for that. Hey, sure, why not? Bring it on, you know what I'm saying? I don't mind, taking some sort of scam artist and reducing them from even lower than the rickshaw driver class. I mean, hell, they're scammers, right? I mean, they're pieces of dirt. They're crap. As far as I'm concerned. Trying to scam good people out of their monies? No, not fly in my book. No way. I won't throw the book at you. Hell, I'll throw the whole cinder block of the prison cell on top of your ass. You know what I'm saying? And, of course, well, a lot of these cultures and everything else, they're just, a-holes. Ooh. All right, well, apparently I can't grab that one. Nope, they don't care. They don't care. But when, a country decides to start sanctioning and not, sending food and things like that, when, India's got themselves a major drought, well, that's when they stand up and take notice and start going after these scam call centers. It's like, yeah, no, Russia's learning what happens when there's sanctions on there. Well, guess what? When India's in need of food and we're going, not doing it. They're going to find out real fast that, being assholes, it doesn't pay. Make concrete and pour it in the trenches. Okay, so we gotta go over there now. All right. Because I saw some reinforcement stuffs over here. Right here. Yep. All right. Is there any... here we go. Here's the rebar. Come on, just renew your car's warranty and they'll stop. Oh, God. I've had insurance. Apparently, you know, there's over 41 warrants out for my arrest. I owe money to the American government through their, whatever they call them, the IRA. For us, it's CRA. It's hilarious, you know, that they try to go on. And I just do my best to waste their time for as long as I can. And then I just go, hey, look at that. Woo, I got enough of your voice now that you are going to get your ass nailed to the wall. Thank you very much for being a part of my stream today. They freak out a little bit. Yeah. I hook, line, and sunkered you, asswipes. Then they get really rude. Oh, you think you got fucking get me? Oh, yeah, you. It's like, I'm sorry, your accent came out too much. Do you mind speaking English, please? Yeah, they don't like that. It's like, man, not my problem. Hey, Derek! You always call my dad too Microsoft Help Desk, but my dad has a Mac. Yeah, isn't that hilarious? Yeah. Media Trilogy. Media Trilogy. And I used to watch the Scammer Payback, but just so much goes on with that guy, you know, and it's just, yeah, gotta do more. You gotta go in there and you gotta completely lock their computers out. You gotta get pictures of the people's faces using their webcams and everything else more often. If you're going to do that type of thing, you know, you don't do just a half-assed job, you go over the top and you make damn good and sure that that in the end, because of the way that the families and everything else work over there, that, yeah, that, you know, they'll become even a lower class citizen than, because they have different sects, SCCTS. And so there's different classes of people there. So like if you are a rickshaw driver, you are like the lowest of the lowest class, you know, that type of stuff. And they do not like it when you tell them like, oh, hey, don't worry, you know, you, your grandparent, or you and, you know, you're up until your grandkids are only going to be classed as, you know, rickshaw drivers. And they hate that. They hate the fact when you know about their cultures. Then, of course, they get really insultive. And this one guy is like, oh, you're a streamer, are you? Oh, yeah, well, listen to this. And he starts playing copyright music on there. I'm like, yeah, I'm on Twitch, but much. Yeah, like, they don't care, right? You know, so, but hey, you know, I have a program here that removes all copyright music out and still keeps my voice because I record on a separate track. So, yeah, your voice, it's all on a separate track. Click. It's like, yeah. Sorry, you can't ruffle my feathers. I'm made of reptilian hide, motherfucker. I will waste your time all day long, so that way... And then I'll call him back afterwards. Oh, why'd you hang up on me? Come on, you know, like... Oh, don't be calling us no more. No, I'm going to keep calling you. You gave me a phone number, so I'm just going to keep calling and keep your line busy. Yeah, no... It is quite funny, actually. Quite funny indeed. Oh, do we have to make some more? Looks like we got to make some more concrete. Oh, it's already ready. All right. Puke it all out. There you go. A wheelbarrow. Well. Casts. That's it. Thank you. That was the word I was trying to remember and couldn't think of in my brain. But yeah, they have all these different casts and everything else over there. So yeah, they really hate it when you're like, oh, don't worry. You know, even your grandkids will thank you when they're driving a rick or, you know, pushing a rickshaw with their feet. You know, oh, by the way, what's for dinner tonight? Oh, a cow patty? Yeah, it's because you're over in the Netherlands, right? So here, you know, in Canada and all that, they think they got you, you know, you're going to be stupid, you know, oh, those stupid Americans. And it's like, well, no, you're just a moron. Oh, what's this? Oh, we got some arches going on here. I wonder if we're going to have a McDonald's drive-thru. Ba-dum-bum. Let's see, go. Love it. Love it. Love the animations for this stuff. Oh, hey, that was cool. And need some more of these bricks. All right. There we go. Yeah, no, I love wasting their time as often as I can for as long as I can. You'd think that they would learn by now, right? Like, okay, just don't call this number anymore. You know, he's on to us every time we call. You know, he just screws us over. You know, just, yeah. But no, they keep trying. They just bounce me from one part of India, and this one lady that, you know, she was on the phone. I'm like, oh, hey, I know your accent. Yeah, you're from northern India. What? Wait, your name Priya? No, sir, my name is Annette. It's pronounced Annette if you're going to say it correctly in English. If you're going to try to scam somebody, at least, you know, do a little bit of homework, would you? Oh, yeah. I know exactly what's going on here. I'm recording everything. What? You can't do that? Yeah, sure as hell as I can. I'm allowed to record a crime. Click. Then I call him back. Hey, Annette, or Annette, or whatever the hell she pronounced it. It was hilarious. Yep. I love messing with them. Absolutely love it. More bricks. Other ton of... Oh, okay. Bricks. Oh, there's... Oh, excuse me. Oh, I guess we can turn this off for now. Hopefully the concrete won't harden. I don't think they have that in the game. There's something wrong with his brick. There we go. Apparently, just gotta get it from the inside. Oh, out of bricks. Oh yeah, I got 2 or 3 calls a day. It's hilarious. I just keep wasting their time. I got nothing else to do. I'm on disability. Alright, well. I'll spend my time screwing you over so that way you can't screw anybody else over. They don't like that for some reason. Don't know why. I don't understand why they get so much in a huff when, you know, you've kept them on the line for an hour and 45 minutes. My computer, where's, oh, my wife's not home. How do I turn this on? Yep. I have fun with them. It's like, yeah, they do a different voice, different accent every time. Like, I mean, you think that they'd put notes on their leads or whatever they call them, you know, like, yeah, you know, spoke to a Frenchman, you know, like type of thing, you know, next thing you know, you know, I'm sounding like an old geezer. No French in me at all. Yeah, they don't get it. They don't get it. They're just, you know, I just laugh. That's all I can do is just laugh and laugh and laugh. It's like, yeah. Yeah. My entertainment. Says I got one more to lay down. Where? Oh, here we go. You did it! Now what? Oh, more bricks. Brilliant! Oh, more bricks again. Okay, cinder bricks this time. Yeah, so anyway, near the end of stream here, I'll show you guys what my dad was telling me about. Apparently, in that little small itty-bitty town where we all grew up, the restaurant that's there, apparently they put it up for sale in like 2017, and it never sold. And so this for sale and everything else has been removed, but yeah, he's like, and I'll show you guys the pictures and everything. Now you gotta remember, this is like small town. There is, well, at one point in time, there was more people in the graveyard than there was in the town. It's gotten slightly a little bit bigger than that now. I think we're probably about around even to it, but yeah, it's currently right now it's a Chinese Western type food style, and yeah. In the middle of Alberta, where we're, you know, kings of beef over here, so not sure what that's all about. But like my dad was saying, he's like, yeah, you know, like, yeah, get my best friend married my niece, right? And so they were looking to, do some country living and things like that too, right? So my dad was saying, maybe work your social media magic, do your GoFundMe and stuff like that, and maybe you can get people together to invest into you doing this so you're not on disability. He's like, you know how to run a business, how menus should be, like just typical parent thing, right? My dad's just trying to do his best to encourage me not to to do as much as I can before my disability comes completely crippling right down to the point where I can't move around and walk anymore, right? And he's like, and this will bring you more money for your retirement and everything else. Like he says, your ex-wife completely screwed you over for your finances and everything. This would be a great way to to make a comeback, is what he was calling it. So and I told him I would have to take a look into it and everything else. I haven't reached out to the company. I haven't even, this was all last night, like up until like 3 o'clock in the morning that we were yakking, right? So I still have to get a hold of my best friend, see, where he's at, because we all had wanted to get together and do a market garden. Now, this was prior to the COVID. Now, after COVID, like 60 of these market gardens have popped up. It just, all around the areas. And it's just really ridiculous to even bother trying, right? It says they're undercutting themselves so bad, so much that, yeah, nobody's really, making profits. Ooh, what are these? Oh, I know what those are. Those are support struts. So, yeah. So, my dad is, doing his best to, as I would say, try to, get me to think outside the box. Like he says, he's like, you got too much of a damn brain on you. He's like, you know what you're doing? You got the gift of the gab, you can pour coffee and, sit down and hang out with some of the old folks and everything else like that. And, he's got a point, you know what I mean? Like there's, in this day and age, there are lots of things that I could do. Like I said, you can still do your YouTubes, things like that as well. So it's like, like he's like, yeah, how did he put it? He's like, I'd rather you see you and family, running a business together than, you going out and getting a bunch of these investors and, things like that where, what's going on here? Oh, I ran out of sports trucks. Like I said, he'd rather see the money going to family and such instead of going out to, percentages out to investors and that. And like, he's like, like, isn't there ways to do that? And I was explaining to him how like GoFundMe and these Kickstarter things and all that work and all that. And he was like, well then, you're into the social media, so get the hell on it, buddy. I love my dad. That is awesome. That's where I learned my straight shooting, mentality. It was all from my dad. My dad don't like you, or if you fucked up, he's going to tell you. Yeah, no, in no uncertain terms. Yeah, so that's where I get a lot of my attitude from. But with my dad being as smart as he is, like super freaking smart, right? That he social etiquettes aren't his big thing. Let's just put it that way. Let's see, what are we doing here? We need more. We need 44 of those things. All right. 20, 40, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, yeah. Yeah, I love it, Lean. I love how fast we can build this game. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So, yeah. So, I'm going to be making some phone calls and such over here over the next week or so in order to, reach out to my my best friend and my niece to see, where are they at? Are they still, looking to, make a lifestyle change, things like that. And we'll go from there. If they're game, then I'll, start looking into, coming up with some sort of marketing plan and things like that for the GoFundMe. Just because, quite honestly, I would rather be paying taxes than taking other people's taxes. Right now, with the way that the world is, I would kind of prefer to help pay taxes to continue the ongoing fight that's going on over in the eastern part of Europe right now, if you know what I'm saying. Man, you got to be careful what you say, because the YouTube is really cracking down on people who are providing false information. Like, oh my god. So far, luckily, with my opinions and everything else, I haven't been hit yet, but I have heard of several channels that have been hit with it. Oh, there it is. Where did this place go? Woo, nice. Now what? Oh, it says we need 148 more of these. Okay, where? Is it up top? Must be up top. Wink. Shoink. So yeah, I would rather do something like that. Getting ready to claim the fourth most corrupt country on earth as a dependent on my taxes. Yeah, you know, but the way I'm looking at it from my personal view is that with what's going on over there, as long as they're willing to continue the fight, I'm happy to, you know, to help support it. You know, to help them, you know, prevent their countries from being taken over by the bully, right? I mean, we're not French over here. Yes, we do have some sort of French, you know, kind of. Hey, Lady Casca, market garden. Oh, we would have loved to done a market garden. So, long story short, yeah, COVID kind of crushed those types of dreams. Land for market gardens just went 12 times the price, so everything's just gone stupid because of this, right? So. We're just kind of, at this point, just sitting back, watching everything, hoping that land values drop. Now, with what my dad was saying, he's like, you know, you can still, you know, do, you know, larger garden to help, you know, decrease your costs and everything else with, you know, a restaurant and, you know, things like that. And like he said, you know, it doesn't have to be, you know, a Chinese Western food. You can, you know, go straight over to, you know, Alberta, you know, beef style. They don't have any of the like smokers or, you know, anything like that. Like the burgers that this place has got are all right, but it's nothing that, you know, farmers are going to go and, you know, make a trip, you know, 13, 14 miles to go to grab. You know, they'll just make their own burgers at home. Whereas like he's like, oh yeah, okay, yeah. He's like, you know, if you make decent burgers, decent prices. You know, you have like breakfasts like, you know, eggs and brisket for breakfast and things like that that use up the brisket that didn't sell up the day before. Do smoked products like ribs and pork shoulders for pulled pork and stuff like that. You know, he's pretty sure because there's a campground that's like spit that far away from it, right? And so. Yeah, Dad's got several good points. You know, he can be a good salesman when he wants to be. That's the thing. I don't know yet, Matt. I have to call at the end of the stream. Once we're done the building here, I got a web page that's pulled up for it, and so I'll explain more of the building and everything else at the end here. So we have everything all at once. He doesn't know if it's still for sale or anything like that, but, you know, he was just, you know, it was just something that's been on the back of his mind for a while because, you know, like he says, I'm his boy, and, you know, he knows that I'm capable of doing some things, just not some things a lot of the time. Oh, down here. Okay. And so it's like, okay, he's, you know, he's just trying to, you know, think of different ways that, you know, I can, like, as he put it, you know, until I'm completely crippled right up to the point where, you know, there's not much that I can do. You know, if I can get myself into an investment, get myself out of all the financial issues that my ex-wife put me into. Like he said, you know, we don't know what's going to happen with the divorce, if she's going to have to pay me settlement monies or spousal supports or something, I think they call it, or something. But the way that I am as a human being, you know, I take it as, you know, nothing is ever a guarantee. I don't, you know, what do they say? I never count my chickens before they're hatched. Isn't that how the old saying goes? Something like that. So, yeah. So we gotta figure all that stuff out. Since we need 60, 20, 40, 60. My dream is to live on a hobby, like a hobby farm. Gotcha. Because of inflation, be more self-sufficient. Exactly. So, like, say for example, you know, just pipe dreaming here. You know, if I were to be able to get myself into a small itty-bitty town restaurant, set it up as a, you know, like a where's the beef style type deal, then, you know, that's what I'd be looking forward to as well. You know, trying to get that restaurant as self-sufficient as possible. You know, growing all my own greens, you know, potatoes, all that type of stuff. Because I don't ever... food would be fresh, never frozen, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? I do not like frozen foods, so I wouldn't be the guy who's, you know, selling, you know, frozen French fries, you know, that are fried up or anything. It would be real potatoes. You know, I would take the time, you know, to is this empty? Yeah, it's empty. I'd be taking the time to every night go through and, you know, peel up, well, not even peel up, but wash up like 50 potatoes, you know, slice them down, throw them in the vinegar water overnight so that way they can remove all the starch, so that way you can have really good fries. Like, I know how to cook. I assistant managed a pizza restaurant when I was a young guy, like when I was 16 years old, so I got the knowledge. Running a restaurant isn't hard. Running and working the restaurant is, though, right? So, if I could have the help of my best friend and his wife, you know, have them as, you know, whatever percentage partnership, that type of thing, so that way, you know, they can have, you know, a comfortable life. And then, so the way that this building is it's got a 3-bedroom apartment upstairs. I, of course, would live there. And then we'd probably get my niece and my best friend to, you know, rent property in the small town at first. And we would probably use some of the friends and family that we have around the area to start off with, about, you know, a 2-acre garden, so we could have tons of potatoes throughout the year and stuff like that. Not to mention there are quite a few different it's a huge potato and sugar beet market out there, right, for farmers. Make a wall of blocks up here. All right. So, you know, you can always, you know, let's make up a name here. So, you know, using Stevenson potatoes, you know, for the first little while, you know, and so that family gets themselves, you know, a discount. You know, they get themselves, you know, a free Christmas turkey, smoked, you know, things like that. Yeah. I'm more about, you know, bringing a community together and working together for the overall benefit. And so, you know, like, that's like my dad said, you know, our family is known for, you know, going out and helping as many people as possible. And, you know, when they're like, oh, here you go, you know, take this money. And my dad be like, no, don't give us money. Tell you what, how about, you know, the next time that we go out and do some calf branding, how about you guys bring the burgers, and, you know, we'll bring out the barbecue for it. You know, it's stuff like that. You know, that's how we've always been. We've never taken money. We've always been, you know, work together to be awesome together. You know what I mean? It's how you make good friends. And it's great when, you know, you do need some help, you know, type deal, that you got people that, you know, that help you, you help them, and, you know, it's a community. And I like that. Can you imagine hopping with a full wheelbarrow? I buff like buff. You know what I mean? Like, get to the chopper. Yeah, I'm Arnie Big here, apparently. But yeah, no, you know, like you say, you know, trying to get the restaurant as self-sufficient as possible. Now, one of the biggest issues with Alberta is that the government doesn't allow you to butcher, inspect, and resale your own cattle, right? There was a bunch of issues with that in the early 50s and 60s, so by about 1972, something like that, it became damn near impossible. You couldn't do it anymore. However, there is one place that got the permissions and stuff in... I can't remember. I think the company's called TK Ranch, and so they're allowed now to do that. So, like my dad said, you know, okay, well, if you can hook yourself up with them to start yourself off with, proud to serve Alberta beef style slogan. He's like, as my dad put it, he's like, yeah, you know how to do those slogans much better than I do. So, get yourself all set up like that. Oh, whoops. We're out of bricks. Holy cow. We're out of cinder bricks. All right, well, let's go grab another pallet. Cinder bricks. Ooh, 500. Ouch. Yeah, no, I totally agree with that too. Now here's the thing. A properly set up solar panel system. I've done my homework on solar systems in the past. And one thing that I do know is that not all solar panels are created equal. Some solar panels are fantastic for doing low light, like lots of cloud, and other panels do much better in full light. And so you really want to get yourself a mixture of the different types because, well, we're not always sunny and we're not always cloudy here. What do we gotta do now? Range bricks for the lintels. Oh, those round things. How many we need? 7. Ooh. Okay, apparently that hurt. 6, 7. And so, yeah. Yeah. Doing things smart is probably, the best way to do it. We got stairs now, right? Yeah, we got stairs. All right. Boop, 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 boop. Ding. Bling. And windows. Okay. So, it would be, that would be done there. Now, it also depends too, like, on, the building structure and stuff like that. How much land is included around the building and things like that. Oddly enough, the farmer's Hans brother that we used to have, that's, Alan's now a farmer, his brother happens to own the lot that's next door that's completely empty. So, maybe make a deal to lease out that lot from him and, make it like an open picnic area for the summer, things like that. And put on some solar panels and then do some sort of profit share with the solar panels, things like that. But that's just, once again, just stuff at this point in time that's all, pipe dream stuff, right? So, all right, so we want to go ta-da, 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 and go, whoop. That it? All right, that's it. Oh, dang it. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Yeah.
Congratulations!
More formwork supports, okay. Deep, 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 deep. We done? Must be more inside. Yep. So, yeah, lots of things to do. Aiden! The better solar batteries are spendy but worth the investments. They last 20 years. Yeah, I would probably go with a deep cycle cell style, the old like marine batteries. The lithium batteries in that right now, they're too expensive for what you get. Yes, they do pretty good, but they just the cost per overall time is a little bit high right now. It's because they're too new. Give them about another 15 years, they'll be down to oh, I almost said what my dad would say. No, can't say that price. To a reasonable price. Yeah, I've been around my dad too much. I gotta be careful. Alright, there you go. Dun, dun, dun. What the hell are those? We need 8 of these boards. Okay. Gotta buy some more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8, I tells you. You don't really believe in solar energy? Oh, hell, I do. Oh, yeah. Do I ever. Solar and wind. Put as much wind on offshores in the areas that you can without messing up any of the natural habitats and stuff like that. But for, like, where I am in the prairies, we get on average, well, what is it? It's between 6 and 8 hours per year of daily sunshine. So solar energy for us here is very... what's the word I'm looking for? Not profitable, but, it's a smart investment. 20,000 smaller solar panel batteries equals 1 6,000 forklift battery, and the forklift battery is rebuildable for 50%. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. Yep. No, exactly. Like, yeah, if you go completely all brand new, the best of the best when you first start off, you are never going to... Oh, hey, look at this. We got ourselves... Didn't even notice this. Got a ramp up here. But yeah, if you try to go all new, unless you're going to be living in the house or, only using them once in a while, it's kind of hard to get your money back out of it. You know what I mean? Like... yes, as energy prices skyrocket, but it's going to come to a point where those prices aren't going to be that high anymore because there's going to be so much out there. Yeah, waiting for hydrogen? Hell no. The amount of energy it takes to make hydrogen... Now, you gotta remember, I work the oil field, right? So, the amount of energy it takes to create hydrogen is phenomenal. You do not get a total return on it. There is no hydrogen pocket for us to go out there and pick out. You have to electrolyse it in order to get it. So unless the hydrogen is coming as a waste product for something that is making really good profits, it is not worth it in the long run. Unfortunately, I hate to say it, it would be fantastic because when you burn it, you're only, like when you do the stoichiometry on it, the only things that you're left with is water, right? But it's not the greatest thing overall, unfortunately. Oh, hey, look at that. I'm glad I bought a pallet of these things. Okay, now what?
Impressive.
Use a wheelbarrow and pour concrete on those foundations. Alright, off we go. Yeehaw! Let's see. Nope, don't have any in there? Let's put more in here. Yeah, hydrogen is a lost business. I mean, otherwise we would have had our big rigs would have been brought over to hydrogen years and years and years and years ago, and we wouldn't have had that Nikola scandal that was going on. You can talk to any physicists, theoreticists, and they all say the same thing. Right now, the way that we go to get hydrogen is just not as energy efficient as it needs to be. It sucks. I wish it was. It's just, yeah, physics are physics, and you know, in the world that we live in, the universe that we live in, the physics dictate to us that nope. It's just not the end all be all, unfortunately. I know, exactly, Lean Dirt. And so, you know, countries that are very well capable, like, for example, the Netherlands, sell it to countries that do not have. You know, sell the excess. I mean, instead of pumping it into batteries and things like that, sell it. You know, that's my mind frame. You know? That's how my brain works anyway. It's like, you know, sell that stuff, you know. I don't know if you guys have any, you know, lines out towards like power lines or anything out towards Africa or any of those countries, but you know, there is a need for it. You know. Yeah, so make the monies while you can. Oh, how am I supposed to get up here now? What the? Well, that was bad game design. Alright, but okay. Well, we can get up that way. Gotcha. Yeah, they sell it? Good. Good. Excellent. You got Wi-Fi! Oh, that is awesome. That is awesome. No more phone hotspotting. That is so awesome. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear that you folks are getting yourselves your dues. You got your home. Yeah, you got yourselves moved in. I hope your shoulder's feeling much better today, by the way. Yeah, like, so, yeah, glad to hear it. Glad to hear that you guys are doing awesome. You got the Wi-Fi's. Everything is slowly coming together. That's perfect. Oh, man, I hope we don't have to... I don't want to buy 500 if we only need 92. That's awesome. You know... I'll be the first one to say that properly done, I'm okay with the nuclear power plants when properly done. But the amount of corruption and things like that go in with it, I can't endorse it at this time. There's just too much tomfoolery going on with it, and you cannot have that. Not when it's nuclear, not at all. And right now, as we're seeing, there's always somebody out there who, you know, can really make a mess of things. And it's unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. But those are a target in times of war. And the amount of damage that can be done to the people that are living in around those that it's supposed to be serving, unfortunately, also has detrimental effects, you know. So, yeah, at this time, yeah, I you know, I can't endorse, you know, nuclear everywhere in the world, even though it is one of the most efficient ways of doing it. And I'm talking about the... how do we take care of that? Bird, if I would have had that dome down, you would have knocked yourself out. Just gotta use the crane? Oh, there we go. Yeah, we gotta use the crane. Ah, crud. Ow. That hurt. Use the crane. All right. Where's the thing? Here it is. Had to find that little dot down there. Whoop.
Outstanding.
All right. Now what? Oh, we got more of these. Exactly. We don't need another Chernobyl, whether, you know, it's caused by human error or, you know, invasions, war, whatever the hell you want to paint it, you know, whatever the snowflakes want to call it. Whoa! We just went underground. Woohoo! We're going underground, folks! But, yeah, I can't endorse it at this point in time. You know, the world is too screwed up for that type stuff, unfortunately. I would love to say, yeah, let's do it, you know, hey, let's do that, but it's no, unfortunately, no. Let's see here. Yeah, I gotta get this finished up. Get on. Let me guess, going around the other side, it'll work, right? Oh, look at that. Grumble. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Hitboxes need to be rechecked on these. But no, so yeah, no, there's tons of ways and everything else that we can work together in the world in order to get things, you know. We've got to buy 60 of these things? All right, 60, 20, 40, 60. Puppy? No. No, baby girl. You went out 10 minutes before I live streamed. You just want all the attention. Jeremy! How you doing, my man? How you doing? I hope you're having yourself a wonderful Wednesday over there. Hey, man, the temperature's gorgeous out there. Today's another great day to go get yourself some McKay's ice cream. Just saying, just saying. Help support those local businesses. That's the way I look at it. I really hope that they're still in business. They were such an amazing group of people when I would ride my bike all the way out there when I was younger. We'd ride all the way from the far east, southeastern end of Calgary, all the way up past the northeast of Calgary, all the way through up the Cochrane area and go get some ice cream, turn around and push our bikes up the hill to get out of Cochrane. But once we got up onto the main highway area, ride our bikes all the way back. It was a ton of fun as a kid. Absolutely amazing. Loved it. Don't recommend it now. Wouldn't allow my son to do it. Too much traffic on the highways now. When I was a small young man, there was, it was safe. The water lines are all that's left utility-wise. Nice. And so Bud's going to get the, I got to do a little bit of rewiring or a little bit of, some water, was it water pipes too or something like that you just had to do a little bit of work on and to get everything up to snuff. So that's awesome. Yeah. You folks will be, you know, resting in no time. Oh, hey, look at that. I didn't even have to plaster the walls. It plastered it themselves. Okay, cool. Now we're 90% done. So what's left? Oh, the pool. Uh-huh. Do I have to pour concrete down there? Let's find out. I would have thought that I would have had to put reinforcing down there, but it's not showing reinforcing, so let's just see. Let's see if the power of common sense is with me today. Spout outlet and fix the 2 water lines. Nice. That's not too bad unless you got to tear out a whole bunch of walls and everything else. So my fingers are crossed that it's an easy fix that between you and Bud, you know, you guys can get her done. And H. They're not off. Good. Boy, that noisy. What happened to music? Oh, there it is. All right. Aha, that's what it was. I knew there was something going on here. Ha ha! Yeehaw!
Outstanding.
So, yep. Tonight I will text my best friend. I don't know if he's still working nights or if he's doing park ranger stuff anymore. I don't know. He bounces from a couple of jobs. He did own his own vape juice company at one point in time, and then our government decided that they were going to make anybody who makes vape juices lives absolute hell. For taxes and everything else, and all this FDA, Federal Safety Food Regulatory Boards, and it was just brutal on him. So I'm pretty sure he's sold. I'm not 100% sure. But I actually haven't talked to them since I started the divorce last year. I just let him know, hey, yeah, doing this market garden thing isn't going to fly anymore. The ex-wife lied to me about where all the money was going. So. Needless to say, I haven't talked to them in a while, which is unfortunate. We used to always talk on WhatsApp until they decided that they were going to start tracking all our information, and then he was like, yeah, I'm not using WhatsApp anymore. I'm like, yeah, I totally understand. He's like me. He doesn't want to have any of the problems with identity theft, right? So... And it says right in Meta's contract that they cannot, under any circumstances, ever guarantee your security of your information. So, by the way, folks, I am deleting my Instagram. They locked me out because I refused to give my telephone number and my age, like my birthday. So, yeah, no, Instagram is no longer a thing for me. I do apologize, and I do appreciate all those awesome and amazing people that have followed me on there for so long, especially during the years of my cooking streams. You're all amazing and fantastic. Just unfortunate that Meta is overreaching themselves and basically saying to everybody that, look, we can't secure your data, but we want all of your data. So give us all your stuff, and we aren't going to do anything about it to secure it. That was something that when we were in the class action lawsuit for the identity theft, because it wasn't just me, there was like 80 people that were involved on this thing that this guy had done. And needless to say, not cool at all. I wonder if we're going to be putting these tiles down over here. There's a lot of extra tiles. Wow. Yeah, women lie about money? No, it's not just women, man. It's all over the world. And I will never single out ladies just on that. That's for sure. No, definitely not. There's crooked people all over the world. Doesn't matter the gender. I would never single out ladies just on that one, no. Has my experience been more ladies than men? Nope. It's 50-50 for me, so. But yeah, and it's part of life, right? Like what can you do? You put your love and trust in somebody, and sometimes it's just the wrong person, or that person changes over time. So, yep. No, in order to get myself out and out of the stupidity of the financial situations I'm left with and everything, I'm well over, 26K in debt? Something like that. That she's left me in. Because it was, yeah, we'll just pay the minimum. Just pay the minimum. Then as soon as we buy a house, then I'll just start dropping tons of money onto it, and we'll get rid of your credit card debt. And my credit card, to this day, you read it, only has now it has my Adobe Premiere stuff, so that I can make videos, record content and edit them. What else was there? There was, my copyright music. So $20 every month. So it's $15 American, $19.81 Canadian per month. $54.59 for the Adobe Premiere, till that goes up to $69.99 in September, because I got the 1 year thing. And then other than that, it's always was my medication. Always medication. There was nothing else onto there. And so in the end, my lawyer is trying to basically fight that, not only was this, financial abuse, it was financial abuse of the disabled. So yeah, it stinks. It's rough. I wish none of this shit ever have to happen, because I love my kiddo so much that I would love to, I'd love to have given him a mom and dad life the entire time. Oh, hey, we're done. Woohoo! An hour and 44 minutes? That is so BS. My legs aren't shaking yet. We're not even at an hour and a half. There's no way. Hold on, let me just pull up. Stay here. Let's pull up my OBS. It's behind the YouTube. There we go. Behind, yeah. We've only been streaming for an hour. What is wrong with the timer on this? Like yesterday, it said like we had more than we did, and it was like, what the hell? I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not a programmer, so I couldn't tell you, but I can watch how programmers work and tell you, you know, where they have some deficiencies and where they need a little bit of help on. But people don't like that. But that's the job of a project manager, which is what I'm good at. Project management. I'm good at running things. I'm good at seeing the patterns, you know, things like that. You know, so if I were to run a, you know, restaurant type of thing, I'm really not too worried about the learning curve for it because, well, I did it for a pizza restaurant before. Now I just have more food items, and the more, you know, that we can take care of our own, the better, you know. You want to always have money coming in, not going out. You don't want to have debtors. You want to have, you want to be in the green all the time. Oh, hey, look at this. Oh, the bronze vase. Sweet. How you doing, newest member to the channel? Hope you're doing well today, my man. Hope you're doing well. Is that it? Did we finish it? Is that all the junk and everything? Wow. Hey, look at that. Ah! I'm drowning in air. Where's the water? Cousin Joe, bring the water truck. Bring the water truck. I got some heat saver I can throw in here. I got some water saver that I can throw in here. So not only will we save, it's like putting a solar blanket on this heat saver, the water saver. It's all used up north in the oil fields and everything else for the settling ponds. It works amazing. It's fantastic. You use a t-shirt gun. You just toss what we call the tea bag into there, and off it goes. Once again, my dad was a partner in the company. So, but the company is in the midst of being sold at the moment. Everybody's retiring out, right? They're all getting old. All getting old, and they just want to relax and not have to worry about that stuff. So, but yeah, you got yourself a big pool, folks. Look up NanoChem, a division of Flexible Solutions. Actually, no, they closed down Flexible Solutions. This place looks pretty neat. Just wish we could go inside, do the finishing touches, do the painting, put up painting, some furniture, some plants, you know, that type of stuff. Or even, you know, even if the developer were to set it up where you click and touch, and everything gets put down, and then, you know, you put down the plaster, and then like, oh, there's a plant that's going to go here, and a plant that's going to go here. You just click it and it goes down. You don't have to purchase them or anything. But yeah, we can't finish off the inside. So when you come over here to the store to buy all this other stuff that's in here, it's just pointless because the job's undone, you know, as far as I'm concerned. I could do a bit more with it. Yeah, same here, Bob. I got my payday this morning and everything else. So, of course, you know, my credit card, I don't understand. Credit cards should always be, it's due on the 1st or the 3rd or whatever date it is. No, some months it's due on the 6th of the month. The next time it's due on the 28th. The next time it's due on the 27th. And then it's back to the 6th of the month. And it's all over the place. It's like, piss off. Timer includes government taxation. Could be. Oh, and you're getting the floors redone too. Oh, I know. Bud said that he had to do some wall work, but I didn't realize he had to do some flooring work as well. So, well, let's hope that he gets a good price on some good, nice tongue and groove, and then you guys can get like some recycled hardwood floors, or you know, something that's got some natural beauty to it for you. Because I don't know about you, but I hate carpet. I absolutely can't stand carpet. Let's go upstairs and have a look at our second floor here. Oh. Yeah, see, these things are still here. These support structs, you know, things like this. That's what drives me nuts. We can't open this door. You know, to me, this feels like it's unfinished. You know, quite literally, like unfinished. Like we need to do more. We're building a house. We're not just building a structure. You know what I mean? I'd like for it to be a house when we're done. A home that people can live in. But yes. Oh, and thank you very much to... Oh, no, hold on. He asked me not to give out his name. So I got pictures of the jungle hut and this place from a viewer that, I mean, carpet's great if it's like throw rugs, as far as I'm concerned. Too much dust. I don't like dust particulates in the air all the time. That's one thing I do find with the with carpet, having carpet throughout the house. All right, that's a soft lock. Let's just go have a run around, see if we can find any more of those. Yeah, here we go. No. Okay, I thought that was another vase there. It's just grass. Okay, so we're soft locked out here. A2U USA? Don't understand that. Or is it USA backwards? Uh-huh. How can I tell? Because of this little line right here in the center. That is a mirror image of USA, USA. It says 86 on this side, and it says yeah, it's all backwards there, so. Come on, devs. You can do a little better than that. Just saying. You can put a little bit more effort into your games. But yeah, I like this place. Out of all the ones that we've done so far, this one has got the most overall beauty to it. I would have to say, good on you, Arabics. I like your design styles and everything else. This is really nice and pretty. I like this. A lot better than that modern home with all the glass and everything else that was on there. The concrete brick. Yeah, no, that looks really good. All right, so here, just give me half a shake. I'm going to see if I can go over to... okay, we'll take that off. Turn that on. Okay, good. Let's see if I can grab this thing here. All right. So this is the restaurante that my dad had mentioned. So, not sure what's off to this. I haven't been in this restaurant in well over 15 years. So I have no idea the condition of it or anything along those lines. Like, I mean, I can see the stairs here. They're off a little bit on an angle. But is that the camera person? I don't know. So yeah, the lot that's over here on this side, like I said, they're basically really good friends of the family. So I might be able to, sneak in, a lease slot on that to extend it out for an outdoor patio dining area. I remember way back in the day, there used to be like a pool table back here, but I think that's all been removed out. But this is they don't have the price or anything else, not available. It was created on the 27th of April, but then updated 3 days later. And it says this is no longer advertised on LoopNet, so I don't understand that. But commission split, not sure what that means for commission split. I'd have to do more work on that. But Enchant, that's the small little town that we're talking about. It's a hamlet in southern Alberta, Canada. It welcomes you. It says it's an 80-seat Chinese Western restaurant, so that really tells me that they removed out the pool table that was in here to make up those 80 seats. It's on the main street, Center Street in Enchant. You can live upstairs with 3-bedroom living quarters on the second floor. Run your business on the main floor. Of course, that's down here. Boop, boop. I love this. Using your imagination to increase business capacity, as there is a lot of potential. Example, beautiful campground, which, yeah, actually there's... you go past this house and about across the highway street there, and I think it's like a 200-unit campground, and they have these baseball tournaments every summer, and it's always full. So during the summertime, there is... like I say, a huge potential for business. There is a golf course. I really wouldn't call it even a C- golf course. School grades 1 through 9, a church, and the church is literally across the street, 1 unit over. Now it says surrounded by rich farming communities. Well, that is a lie. The farmers there aren't rich. But we do have a lot of farmland around there. It's located off of the highway and between the Canadian Pacific Railway. That line is now just an auxiliary line. But yeah, so something like that. So that's what I'd be looking at. I thought the roof was off one of those blue curtains. Oh, Mike, hey, how you doing, man? Happy birthday to you. Congratulations on hitting 502. I'm almost finished watching your Mon Bazo. I noticed that you had a few questions in there, but we'll leave those. I'll let the others answer them for you. I'll let more comments come in so your channel can get even that much more growth with the algorithm. So yeah, over here, there's a little area out here as well. So this is like a fire door is what I'm guessing. There's a few things that, I could do to it. I don't know if there's air conditioning upstairs. If there isn't, that would have to be definitely put in because, yeah. Oh yeah, exactly, Lean. Exactly. But you gotta remember, I grew up in this town, right? So... So the original Yan Yans, the original one, was just purely Chinese food originally, way back in the day. And then I believe it was like around 89, maybe 86 through 91, somewhere around there. They sold to the family that's currently living there right now. Actually, you can see the youngest bike is laying down over here. Yep, that type of town, folks. You know, you can leave your bikes laying out for days and days and days, and they're still there. You know, it's awesome. Small town living, which is what I want to give Caden the most. You know, I want to give him the small town living. So, like I said, my dad just mentioned this yesterday. There's nothing been, you know, it's only been spitball, pipe dreamed. I don't know anything that's going on. Like he says, you know, instead of going out and using consortiums to get investors and things like that, where, you know, it's harder and harder and harder and harder for, you know, the business owner to, you know, make a living off of it. Like he says, you know, trying to do the, you know, the social media thing, which I explained to him, Kickstarter, GoFundMe, you know, those type of deals that are out there. And he's like, well, then get on it, you know, type of deal. I was like, hey, I got to do homework first, right? First thing I would do is I would get, you know, find out, A, is it still for sale? B, you know, what is the condition of the building? I know that they lifted this building up in, I think it was 2003, and redid all the foundations underneath and set it back down again, and then redid all the flooring. So all the subflooring has been done, everything else in there. I don't know what the level of the kitchen is. I would still have to worry about, you know, how much property size do I have on there? Can I put a small personal garden? Yeah, it's real life, man. This is absolutely, Bob. This is where I lived. Well, I lived about 18 miles in the direction from behind the building, is where I grew up as a kid until about my junior high years. And then my parents bought the house in the city, and my mom started working in the city, and we went to junior high and high school. My last couple of years of junior high and then high school in Calgary. And so, yeah, this is now my parents. If you look at the face of the building coming towards us, my parents now live approximately, I think it's 7 miles. Yeah, I think the acreage is 7 miles from this location. But my parents are looking to sell the acreage, and they want to move into this small town. So in a way, this kind of helps them a little bit, because as they get older, I can help them, you know, get to like medical appointments and things, because they're getting older. They're going to lose their licenses at some point. They don't want to move into a home until it's medically necessary, right? I would love to, Bob. I don't know if it's still for sale or whatnot. All right, let's start the whole conversation over as if we just started the stream. So this particular thing here happened last night when my mom, my dad, we have his address now. Oh, hell yeah. No, I mean, it would be a YouTube. If I were to purchase anything like this, it would be done with YouTube. It would be, you would have a cameras in the kitchen. There is nothing that I would hide. You know? I would change it, unfortunately, from a Chinese Western food restaurant to a, you know, like, where's the beef style restaurant where, you know, it would be burgers, fries, you know, 3 different types of salads. You would have your tossed salad, you would have your coleslaws, and you would have your Caesar salads. There would be chicken. They would get English-style fish and chips, as well as smoked meats, and the briskets, the pork shoulders, like for pulled pork, ribs, you know, pork ribs, beef ribs, you know, the dino ribs, stuff like that. Oh yeah, the spare ribs, all that type stuff. That's right. Yeah, that's exactly it. But my dad says he thinks that they put it up for sale, and something must have happened where they decided, okay, well, you know, we aren't going to get enough money out of it to recuperate our original costs, and so they're continuing with it. Now, this isn't a business that I expect to make a ton of money. Oh, yeah. Hush, Wade. I know what that's all about, you young whippersnapper. Goy. But anyway, so yeah. This is, like I said, my dad was just spitballing last night, you know, because, you know, parents are parents, and they know that I'm being driven towards taking the assured income for the severely handicapped. Like my dad said, you know, if, you know, we had family that were able to run it, i.e., you know, my best friend and his niece with their eldest kids, and, you know, eventually Caveman, we could make it work. It wouldn't be that, you know, we're getting rich or anything else along those lines, but we could make this work. I would live, like I say, in the upstairs here with the 3 bedrooms, so that way I can have a YouTube/studio for editing and stuff. There'd be 2 channels. There'd be, Gourmet Gargoyle channel, whatever I call the dang thing. And then there would still be my Gaming Gargoyle. Yeah, we don't eat pressed ham in this family, Wade. Nope, don't do it. We don't do ham steaks here. I'll take a full ham and smoke it professionally and everything else myself before we ever do that. Yeah. Smoked turkeys, things like that for around the holidays, Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas, selling those as additional added values, stuff like that. So we'd be looking at getting like probably around a 500-gallon fat stack offset smoker type of deal. If it was just me doing it for my own home needs, I would recommend people would go out there and get like a workhorse pit, the 1965, or if you have a larger family, the 1975, so you can get like 3 briskets on there, stuff like that. But for me, yeah, I'd probably get like a 5-gallon offset smoker. We would do catering for weddings, especially over with the campground not being that far away. They have their own pool. No food, no water, just whiskey and PCP. Well, there is an off sales license that comes that I know that they do off sales. It's the only place that you can buy booze in around the area. They only carry, I think it's like 3 types of each. So like 3 types of beers, 3 types of whiskeys, 3 types of vodkas, stuff like that. But yeah, no, my dad just mentioned to me last night, and we were just, shooting the shit, pipe dreaming, that type of deal. Like I said, good family friends of us, they own this empty lot right next door. So I'd be looking at, trying to work out a lease with them, open up some picnic tables and stuff like that, so there could be some outdoor dining. Over here in the front, that would all get cleaned up. That would be a just for looks garden. So there would be like tomatoes, onions, just things like that. We would, because the area is known for the sugar beets and the potatoes and all that, I would try to partner up with one of the farmers that were around the area, and just, try to get, the russet potatoes and that for the French fries and mashed potatoes, get the, the Kennebecs for the mashed potatoes, get the russet potatoes for like the fries and stuff. Unfortunately, though, I would pull out the Asian foods. I would just keep it like just mostly beef, like where's the beef type restaurant, beef and pork, that type of stuff. That would be, like I said, just spitballing here. Like I haven't even, called this company to see, hey, are you guys still interested in selling? I would then have to get it inspected first before I would even attempt to go online and using the social medias with, the GoFundMe's and stuff to come up with the monies, get me out of my financial debts, get the additional costs on it for the deposits and everything else in order to get that up and running. Like I said, I'd probably bring in my best friend with his wife, my niece, and work on it. Work on it together as a family operation. Be able to help take care of my parents, be able to take care of our family friends who are getting elderly, and of course, as you get elderly, things happen. Alzheimer's, cancers, stuff like that, and be able to help out. So. Sometimes companies list things that aren't theirs and they get in trouble for it. Exactly, Matt. Like, with my dad and, a few of the other people that we know, it would be a complete... I have all the resources necessary in order to do it 100% proper. Like, I can see over here some of the siding. I don't know if there's a vent or something that's there, but it looks like some of the siding's lifting off. The window up here looks like that they don't have a rain guard over the top. I'd put rain guards on there, up until the point that once possible, I would go ahead and get the entire roof fascia done. I would make it, my brain says it would probably look best if you went with that old Western theme and have the upper triangular up here, stuff like that. Make it look like, horse stalls over here, but instead of having the horse stall, have electrical plugins, so that way I could have bonus value for electric cars coming in. Now, this is out in the middle of the boonies, so the electric car thing isn't going to be a big, hey, you can fill up here and get your coffee. No, nothing like that. I wouldn't go so much with the log cabin look. I would go more for like the old Western saloon style, type of thing. I don't know how much I could do with the building and all that until it is fully inspected to know, okay, what is it that I can do to change it up after you get rolling and you got money coming in, you have your equity built up, and then I would reinvest into the business, you know, stuff like that. Like one of the first things that I'd be doing is probably this area in behind the addition would probably be where I would set up a covered deck. That would be where I do all the smoking. So I would 90% be taking care of all the smoked foods, whereas my niece and her husband would take care of the kitchen and the servings and stuff like that. I'm only going to be able to do only so much of the physical labor, but when it comes down to doing the book management, the orderings, all that type of stuff, that I can do no problem. Exactly. The reason, if you can kind of sort of see here, let's see if we can think. Let me just zoom in here if I can. Come on. It's not letting me. All right, so I have to do it from this page. So that's maximum zoom. I don't know if you can see it, but this used to be a very tall window until, unfortunately, somebody backed their truck into it. So it used to be a very big, tall window when I was a kid, and somebody backed their truck right into the center of it. And so they ended up lifting it and raising it here a little bit. And so that way somebody backs into it, doesn't take out the entire window again. So I would have, like, you know, forward facing, you know, as seen on YouTube, you know, stuff like that. You know what I mean? But the way that the building is built and all that, the door is kind of set where it has to be. So that I do remember from being in there, like I said, it's been like 15 years since I've ordered food there, maybe even 20. It's been a long time. That's their satellite dish. That's the internet satellite. That's CGI satellite right there. So that goes to the upstairs compartment. But I would have it. I would change around the methodology of it. No cash on premises. No way, no how. You want to buy anything from us, it's got to be done through, you know, the debits through like online services. Small towns like this, because you would have to run to the bank, and the nearest bank is 53 miles. So it's just, there's no sense in having cash on premises or anything else like that. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Make it into here. It would all depend on... because you always have to have two exits for fire, right? So maybe on the end here, where I know there's another window over on the side here, you can't really see it, but they got a rain overhang on it, and it's a window that slides open and close. It's got a screen on it, and but yeah, I probably would, you know, have a secondary door somewhere so that I can get in and out. Plus, I would need an area out to a smoker and things like that. Yeah, you own a saw and a hammer, that door will go where you put it. Yeah, but unfortunately for structural integrity, like, so they got it's a 4-beam system. You got one here, one like right here, and then the other one like right over here. So you can't really move things around too much. You might be able to move the door over an extra 6 inches and put in a 36-inch wide door instead of having a 30-inch door. But there isn't really too much more that you can do onto it. But yeah, as you can, like, look at the sidewalks and everything else. As you can see, they're old. They're all squared cornered. I'd have that all ripped up. I would put in for mobility accessible, you know, things like that, because I don't mind if a bunch of seniors want to come in and have coffee. They want to come in there and shoot the crap, and it's not very busy. You know, it's like, hey, you know, $5 free refills from like whenever we open, say 10 a.m. till 11:30. You know. And then, you know, rush hour, you know, from 11:30 till, you know, 2:30 type of thing. You know, it's $1 a cup, you know, that type stuff. Yeah, there's tons of ways to work around it, Bob. You know, I mean, I'd probably go with an I-beam and really open it up for a very large window system. You know, like I said, you know, it's all pipe dream at this point. I just don't know, you know, because I haven't gotten the chance yet to do any of the doing the informations for it. You can see how they put this in. They just kind of slid it underneath the wood paneling, runs the wire here, comes down here, and then fishes through all the way into the door. It's like, well, why don't you just go straight through into the house, morons? You could silicone seal that up easy, but meh. Exactly, Bob. I'm all about the community. I've always have been. You guys know this. You know, I will always tell you guys my version of the truth as far as I can see it in the fact of with my knowledge. I will, I'm not going to gripe about something if I don't have a reason to gripe about it. It's like with the video games. It's like for this particular game, it's like, why do these guys, why can't we finish the interiors? It can be done. Like, why weren't those support structures not removed when it was finished? To me, that's just, pushing out stuff a little too early so that way they can get more advertising, so that way they can get more people interested in the money. The biggest problem for me with this place is these right here. These stairs. Having to do stairs daily with my legs. It would be I come down, I hang in the restaurant all day. When we close up at like 9 o'clock at night, we go up the stairs. That's it. In, out, that's it, done. I'm not going to be going up and down these stairs 5-6 times a day. I will have a PC that's upstairs that I can use an AnyDesk Team Viewer on, whatever, with a laptop down here if I have to do anything with it. There's just no way. Motel and a service station, petrol station. Yeah, and that's the thing, like, my dad's smart. He knows what I'm capable of doing for at least, say the next 10 to 15 years. Parking is street parking, and it's, so there is another building over here. I can't remember what it is. Let's go over here to Google. 1 second here, folks, so you guys don't get my address. Let me just bring up Google Maps. Yep, I'm glad I did that because that would have showed my house off. No, thank you. Don't want that. All right, so I just scroll out. There's Lomond. Okay, so all right, let's go. Bing, and bring the main screen back. Sorry, folks. So here's the small town of Enchant right here. Oh, look at that. It's even got the yin yans on there. So I'm not sure. Let's go over to satellite. Okay, so oh wow, lots changed since I was there last. So this used to be the community store. Used to only have a small 4-car parking lot here, and then it was a ton of grass. So what I'm looking at from here, so they still got the garage around back. That's good. Oh yeah. So this small lot here, that's right beside it, doesn't have that building there anymore. That was torn out not that long ago. So that's all empty. This whole thing in here is empty. So I would open that up as into like a picnic area if I could get done. If I can get the guy to do a lease back on it type thing. So it's got the garage. Like I said, over here I would probably put in the smokehouse over here, because then you can just go through into the back, into the kitchen, that type of stuff over there. And then over here is the extension. This area here, I would turn this all into, a show garden. This would be like tomatoes, onions, green peppers, things for the salads, everything except for the leaf lettuce. Because, leaf lettuce, it doesn't, or the iceberg lettuce doesn't grow where not out in this area. It's too hot, too dry. As well as... You're going to be putting a bank in? Because there ain't no bank right now. Opens Tuesday, 10 a.m. What? Oh, I bet you it's an okay, it's an ATM machine that's probably attached to the church. Okay, then it's not open unless you go inside the church. That makes sense. Okay, so that's new. I have not seen that there. That's something new. But yeah, we got the community hall over here. And where's the church? Where's the church? Oh, right. Yeah, they don't have a preacher right now, so that they're probably calling the community hall. Yeah, the church. Yeah. Okay, yep. Makes sense. But yeah, so this is the small area. Yeah, my parents live over here, over in this far area over here somewhere, and we used to have land way over here in this area over there. We used to have 4 sections. So yeah, and we did not have water rights. So yeah, we used to live down in this zone over here. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yep. Used to be ours. That's all sold out now. Yeah, like I said, they just gave us too much money. They just took too much money. Here's the school, runs from grade 1 through 9. We have family friends that live in the upper section over here. I'm not going to say who, what, where, or which one of those houses. But my parents are actually looking at purchasing some of the land that's here. in town. They're going to sell their acreage, and it's too much. It's too big for my mom. They have this massive, I think it's 2-acre flower garden on top of another 2.5-acre food garden, plus another 3 acres of grass. My she's getting close up to her 70s, so she can't do all that much anymore. So they want to downsize, and they want to get themselves, small little, lot in town. Well, they want to buy a double lot is what they want to do. They want to have a house on one lot, and then my dad's garage workshop on the other. So my dad will kind of open up a not-for-profit mechanic shop type thing, so he won't carry parts or anything, but people need to do oil changes and stuff like that. The equipment will be there. They just sign off on the insurance form and run it at their own risk type stuff. Bring in their own tools. It's just a garage to rent out, while he'll have the back quarter of it will be where he can store his vehicles and do all his stuff, right? But that's like I said, that was the spitballing that we did until like 3 a.m. in the morning. So something like that is, what I'm looking at. So yeah, that's the building off to the side. That's this big one over here. These 2 buildings that used to be there are no longer there. They were heritage buildings until they went through and found out that the amount of rot was in there, that it would have to be completely rebuilt from the ground up. So the Heritage Fund said, no, unfortunately, we're going to have to just demolish it. So in order to not have to pay exorbitant amount of property taxes, the fellow that we know, he went and just brought them down. Well, and that's it for me veggies. You know what I mean? Like, for my personal veggies and stuff like that, I would be putting it into here. Like I said, putting up an additional camp house or whatever, the covered patio or whatever it is, where I would be doing I would be living out here, listening to music quietly all day long, going in and out of the air conditioning as necessary. Come out every 20 minutes, throw some spits on, spritz on the apple cider and beer onto the smoker, and that'd be my job, doing all that stuff in the background. But yeah, so like I said, I have more homework to do here over the next few days. I got to get a hold of my buddy first to see if he would even be interested in doing something along those lines, as well as seeing, like, okay, what's all entailed with GoFundMe? How does this stuff work over there? Because I don't think Kickstarter would be the one that I would have to go. I'd have to go with the GoFundMe. I do, I'm pretty sure that I could get my doctor, if I pushed him enough, to, for $150 right up, that, I am disabled, but my brain isn't. My body is poor, yes. But, if I can have somebody doing 95% of the heavy lifting, meaning doing the daily servings, doing the cooking of the foods and stuff like that, that would help out tremendously. Then I would take care of like all the smokers. I would be doing the glad handing, getting, talking to the seniors and that, so that way the servers can keep doing their job, the cook can keep doing their job, that type of stuff. I'd probably also be in charge of off sales as well, type of thing, because yeah, you can't get by me. If you got no ID, you ain't getting no booze, stuff like that. But yeah, this is what we were spitballing till like 3 o'clock in the morning with last night. So like my dad says, he's like, yep, you get me the information and we'll go with that, type of deal. Meaning like, okay, yep, they are looking to sell, this is what their asking price is. Then I would have somebody come in, do all the inspections and everything else. Is it worthwhile? Things like that. And then from there, the entirety, yeah. What was it? Intelligent government is an oxymoron, something like that. Yeah. And that's something else too, like, I would probably, if you were in town, I would be happy to get, any of the kids, deliveries, in town between the hours of 4 p.m. and 9 p.m., whenever the schools get out. I would buy an electric bike. I would get one of those, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Skip the Dishes, one of those bags. I would put it on a pannier rack on the back of an electric bike, and I would let that kid go out and do all the deliveries. I don't know so much if I would want to do pizzas, because yes, pizzas are they can be lucrative, but you gotta sell a lot of them in order to pay for all the equipment that you need. I would also be looking at, doing my own buns at that point in time instead of using food services and that. So instead of doing potato buns, we'd probably go over to the more traditional milk bun, butter buns, those type of things for the burgers and stuff. For being a Karen. And, there's a lot of it. But as you guys know... Hold on here. As you guys know, this long hair, this necklace, and I throw on a whole bunch of my skull rings and my eagle rings and everything else on these hands. Yeah, a lot of peoples don't want to piss off a biker, if you know what I mean. So, especially when I can get that voice. Excuse me, and yep. I know your dad, I know your dad's sister, and I'm pretty sure that when I show them this footage of you being an ass in my restaurant, that you are going to have a hell of a hard time, and that usually, that straightens up some Karens pretty quick, you know what I mean? I know how to use the gift of the gab when I need to. Where the heck did it go? There we go. So, yeah, but that, ladies and gentlemen, is what we've been looking at. And I know I've been streaming for about an hour and a half now because my legs are jittering all over the place. So let's see. Once again, I'm behind. Now I'm behind Streamlabs. What's behind? There we go. OBS Studio. An hour and 36 minutes. Go figure. Man, clockwork, eh? Clockwork. So, but yeah, I thought I'd share that with you guys. Like I said, that's what we were doing last night. Talking till 3 in the morning, spitballing all about. If any of you have any knowledge in how the GoFundMe work or anything like that, by all means, please feel free to join the Avalon link down below there. Send me a private message or just, in the Avalon, just, hey, at me. So that way I can get that message. Because me, I go out and I tinker out in the garage. I don't sit down for very much at the PC. As it is, I haven't even watched. I gotta finish this Gold Rush series. I'm kind of enjoying it. I like the Tony Beats fellow. He reminds me so much of my ex-father-in-law. Like, just that whole attitude, towards work, get your ass up, get yourself moving, don't give me your woes, just get the job done. I love that guy. Yes, he swears a lot, but, welcome to the oil field, welcome to mining, that's the way it is. But yeah, that's, so that's it, folks. I'm not asking for money or anything else at the moment. I'm just letting everyone know what's been transpiring over the last little bit with me. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, you guys couldn't see when I was doing the, let me go to properties here. There we go. Now you guys should be able to see my cursor, I think. Yeah, there we go. Now my cursor's popping up. So, yeah, those are the things that was going on last night. These are things that, I can look up to. I have to get a hold of my doctor to find out, okay, can I still get AISH on this, or do I no longer qualify? What are the things that I can do to see if I can make this move forward, if that is even an option. I don't know I don't know if they sold it to an investor group and the investor group is just holding it and the same family's running it. I have no idea. Like Bob mentioned, it was only up on this website for 3 days. That's it. So I have no idea. Hold on here. I'm going to try something. One sec. I gotta, just in case. I don't know if this realtor site that I go to shows off my address. So, A, please. Okay, it doesn't give me my number. All right, so I can get that back off. All right, open you up. So there we go. Over here, this is the old listing ID number. I don't know if they'll still have it available, but we'll take a look. Lock my location. Thank you. Yeah, no results, so they don't have it on there. I was hoping to find out what the price was. I mean, I don't know. It could have been absolutely ridiculous, and everybody told them nope. There could have been some caveat on it that nope, it cannot be sold unless it's sold to, X. I don't know. Like I said, it's all brand new. Just came up last night, 3 a.m. in the morning, and we didn't really even discuss it. We were all pretty just, this mornings before they went off for lunch. So But yeah, so that's what I'm looking at, folks. That could be our future here. You know, don't worry. You know, GaminGargoyle might be gone for a little while things are getting patched up and all that. But you know, I'll always try to do the YouTube videos and such. You know, I will let you folks know, especially to all your members, like, okay, guys, I'm going to be gone for like 2 to 3 months, whatever, type of deal. You know, please, thank you very much for all your support. You know, cancel now. You know, like that type stuff. You know, but we don't know. I don't know until I can get more information on it. So. Yeah, first thing I have to do, though, is I have to get a hold of my best friend and go, dude, you interested in something like this? I know you guys still want to do family living. If they could rent a place or something in the small town or even on one of the small acreages out and around where we can grow a lot longer. Well, exactly, Mike. Exactly. You don't know when you're doing those big moves, right? When you're making big changes in life, you just don't know how, when, if, or what, what's going to happen. We're not clairvoyants. If we did, we'd all be winning the lotteries left, right, and center, and there wouldn't be lotteries to be had. So, kind of bounce back better. Well, you also needed a break, man, and I totally understand that too. Quite honestly, when I got sick for those 3 months, I didn't know I needed a break at the time. I didn't. But when I came back, I was like, yeah, I'm glad I had that break. It was a good mental break to have, So, most definitely, this is something, folks, that I'll keep you all in the loop on. Like I said, I got to get a hold of my buddy tonight. I don't know whether or not he's working evening still or whatnot, so I might not hear from him until, the weekend, maybe. You never know, but that's where it's at. So, yeah, I just wanted to share that with you, folks, because you've all been awesome to me, so I thought, I'd return the favor and, share with you little tidbits of my life. And, normally I would save something like this for the members, but most of my members end up watching the daily videos and that anyway. So it's like, okay, well, let's share it all with the world. So yeah, if you have any tips or tricks or any advice or anything else, please join the Avalon. If you don't want to put it out in the open to the public in the Avalon Discord, you can go ahead, and once you join the Avalon, you can just, at me, click my name in there. It's in a lot of places in there. Just right click GaminGargoyle, send private message, say hey, hit enter. And then it'll bring you into the private DM messages where then you can go ahead and type your paragraphs out. Because at first, it's the first time you're reaching out to me, it's a little tiny itty bitty box. Just say, hey, enter. And then it'll bring you into the DMs where you can fully read and, edit and change stuff around for you and make your life a lot easier. But yeah, folks, y'all's are amazing. So thank you so much for hanging around. Thank you for hitting those like buttons. Greatly appreciate that. That's for sure. I think that's where we're going to end things off here, unless anybody else has any questions or any advice for me or anything else. Y'all have been absolutely awesome and amazing. Speaking of all those members, here they are right now. Thank you so very much, Barb, Shane, Indigo, William, Karsten, Spider-At, Little Mac, Devin, NE64, Sam, Matt, and the newest one, Bob. Thank you very much for all your continued support. Without you, I wouldn't be able to do any of all the YouTube stuffs that I do, because I wouldn't be able to afford the $54.99 or $54.59 a month in the fees that I need just for the Photoshop and the Premiere in order to edit and record videos and make thumbnails. So you all are awesome and amazing people. I hope no matter where you are in the world today, you have yourself a wonderful morning, evening, good night. Thank you for taking the time to kick back, relax, unwind with me. Check out the Recommended Rascals on the homepage of YouTube. Join the Avalon for any further discussions, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye!